Digital detox searches have been skyrocketing in the recent years. You can see it in Google searches and New Year's resolutions, where some form of digital abstinence or less screen time is in the top 3 list next to healthier eating and more sport. However, just like a detox tea or any form of detox diet, this trend is based on some wacky facts. It has little to do with scientific facts. Hey friends, just like you, I came across the digital detox path and tried to live like some sort of monk in the hope of less anxiety and becoming a productivity machine. I first discovered the so-called adverse effects through several YouTube videos and newspaper articles, which always seem to have a correlation between mental health problems and the use of these technologies. But despite the detoxes, after a short time, I fell back on my anxiety baseline. I got distracted from other things besides social media. In this video, I want to show you why digital detoxes don't work and how you can improve your digital practices. I built in timestamps. If you wish, you can jump straight to the conclusion. So, why do people want it in the first place? You don't have to look far and you will find several media outlets or blog entries which describe the harmful effects. Becoming more present through the abstinence is the motto. The underlying hypothesis is that technology use is harmful. Several studies show some correlation between anxiousness and social media. However, often it's just a correlation and no causal connection. And we ignore some minor red flags like not mentioning if the patients were anxious before or through social media, or working with inaccurate pieces of information like estimates of technology use instead of documented times. This anxiety about new things is nothing new. It has always existed, and you can find similar arguments when books were invented, the TV, video games, and so on. So, why it doesn't work? If you go back in time and read things from Stoics or Buddhist monks, it is documented how they had trouble concentrating on their meditations or focusing on their writing. Despite having lesser distractions like we have. Okay, they could watch fighting lions in the Colosseum. Their thoughts still drifted away and they still kept procrastinating. Several studies contradict the arguments of digital detox proponents. One famous study from Oxford showed that well-being stayed the same when people made a digital detox. It could even lead to a spiral of loneliness because online interactions weren't replaced with real-life conversations. People isolated themselves more and more. Other research papers came to similar results and showed that abstinence could also lead to lower mood and general reduced life satisfaction. Especially if you are in new places, like college for example. Everything is organized digitally, from meetings, group activities, parties or learning material. Without that, you would first restrict your experience and also harm your performance. How to use it the right way? What are some guidelines which can help you get the most out of a digital world? First of all, don't prohibit yourself from using them. It will just build up and after a certain amount of time you will use it excessively, just like binge eating. Instead, give yourself a time window. Set a timer for 30 minutes and get all the distracting things out of your system. News sites, Twitter and Instagram for example. Or, after every 25 minutes of work, you get 5 minutes of mindlessly scrolling. Another tactic is to block distracting sites or personas. Somehow, they always find a way into your newsfeed. And although you know that you disagree with them and don't even share their extreme views, you read it anyways. In the worst case, you look in the comment section, shaking and arguing in your head in disbelief. Stop it and block it. It is so freeing and gives you so much more headspace. Don't consume passive. It was shown that passive consumption leads to social comparison. And especially in times of a perfect Instagram picture with thousands of filters in the most exotic locations, that is not a good idea. Try being an active user instead. That does the trick and enhances positive emotions. Post photos, reach out to your friends and include them in your online activities. I have seen it myself since I started YouTube. I don't watch other videos for pure enjoyment or consumption. I watch them to learn, get better, take notes and use the best tactics for my own channel. It feels so much better than just clicking mindlessly on the next video. Try finding like-minded people and communities. Everybody has different interests and hobbies. Some might seem weird in your peer group or the location you're living, but the digital age has made it possible to have a community for nearly every hobby and passion. There, you can get the positive reassurance and nurturing that you normally would have sought from your friend group. And of course, the same principle of active participation counts here as well. Conclusion. We all find ourselves from time to time mindlessly scrolling on social media instead of doing the necessary task. It doesn't mean we would be super productive if we avoid it. The digital world and everything won't go our way. Instead, we have to learn to live with it and use it to our advantage. Just like detox tea or anything of that kind. Don't believe every headline or newest trend. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment on the video. You can also click here to see my most viewed video so far. Thanks for watching.